What's up, guys? It's one Mega Man Fan, and welcome to Charity League Gaming. So tonight, guys, we got something awesome for you. This is my first cast doing this for Charity League Gaming, or Charity Gaming League. I'm gonna get that mixed up multiple times. Just a fair warning. It's Charity Gaming League. So tonight, guys, we are working with them to raise money for Extra Life. So this is an entire Heroes of the Storm League. It's an entire group, actually. They're working on Hearthstone, Dragon Ball Z Fighters for PC, and Heroes of the Storm, and their goal is to raise money for charity. So at any point, you guys can type in exclamation CGL in the chat, and you guys will get a link to the Extra Life page. I want to encourage you guys to go over there, donate, help some kids out. It's a great thing there that they do for kids. We are in the lobby. I just have to get the readies from the teams because I told them to hang on because we were too early. So yeah, I told them they had to wait until we got more people on or until we got closer to start time. So we're going to get in there with them and then we'll get rocking and rolling here, guys. Should be a good game. I'm super excited. I do have one of the ready, so I'm just waiting on one of the other teams to ready up and then we'll be good to go. Let's see. He's there. Okay. Okay. All right. So apparently one of the teams needs a couple more minutes on top of what I already gave them. That's no big deal, though. We got a few minutes till start here, technically. We are on a 2-minute delay, so everything you guys see, I don't see on your end if you guys say something until we get it. All right, guys. So we're actually going to jump in. Apparently. Maybe. The Volskaya Industries will be our map number 1. Volskaya Foundry, actually, is what it is. I don't know why it says Industries. I mean, that is the company. But, you know, details. So, guys, we have Game Freaks versus GimmeGutz AllStars. Probably going to go with Game Freaks and AllStars. Probably going to be our shortcut term for when we're talking about teams here. We're going to have the map picked by Game Freaks. So first pick and ban are going to go over to the All-Stars here. And it'd be interesting to see what they ban out here. I'm not familiar with these teams. I have casted one of Game Freaks games in the past. But GimmeGutz I've not casted before to my remembrance. So we will find out what they decide to go with here. I should make sure. Yeah, I am on Do Not Disturb. That's an important thing for this stream, because if I am not on Do Not Disturb, then we're gonna have some issues in the middle of the cast. So yeah, guys, this should be an exciting match. They're eating really deep into their time pool here. Phoenix is banned already. So is the new hero Deckard Cain. Whenever he drops, he will be banned. So we're not gonna have any Phoenix bans coming out here. And we're gonna see the ETC ban out of the gate here. I think that's a solid ban. And although a weird one, like ETC is a strong tank, but like not afraid of him. I mean, I'm assuming they want to go and try to get the Mav here or the Medivh, or they may have studied up on each other. So that's an option too. Again, I don't know how well these teams know each other. It's quite possible they study each other, so they may know like, oh, they got a killer ETC, oh, they got a killer Garrosh, or you know, Genji or whatever. So they're gonna target ban some here. ETC though, it's a solid ban. You know, he's a strong tank right now. Good, well-rounded tank, so you don't have to stress too much about him on the overall. And then as far as on the other side, if they ban Garrosh really popular right now, so wouldn't surprise me to see him banned. It is the Garrosh ban. Alright, guys, so Garrosh and ETC banned. Let's give you a quick reminder. That Phoenix is banned. Per the rules. I just checked the rules. He's banned till 4:30, according to the rules. So just take that off the table for them in case they forget. We don't want people picking it up, have to remake the lobby. Takes a little bit of time, so if we can avoid doing that, we definitely will. And guys, all the alerts are turned off, so what we'll do is any follows or anything, we'll definitely get you guys afterwards, after the game. Obviously, during the game, we keep those turned off. Stukov is going to be the pick here for the side of AllStars. Taking that support in the first pick slot is interesting. He has some great AoE zone here, especially around the point if you get the increased size on the lurking arm, or creepy arm as I like to call it. And get that silence down. So it's a good choice. Because he was picked up, we may see a support picked up here from Game Freaks. They're actually going to go with the Medivh and the Mayav, two very strong heroes right now. I was casting some very high level teams earlier this week if you guys want to check out the VODs. But that's what they're going for. Same thing in the pro scene. Medivh and Mayav are the bans usually, because nobody wants to play with them. Like, they want to play with them, but they don't want to play against them. So it's like they always get banned out. Yeah, rules on the site say Phoenix is banned. I just checked the rules earlier. He's banned until 4:30. And I'm pretty sure it's not 4:30. Yeah, it's only 4:19. Well, we're gonna go by what the rules say because it says 4:30. Arthas and Greymane, solid tank pickup here and solid DPS just in general. I like those choices. There's just good solid choices for the Arthas can hold his own, especially if he goes Army of the Dead. Greymane, great DPS, one of the higher win rates in HGC, to my knowledge, because he's all around good. He can poke at range. He's got great, close range DPS when he's in that working form. On top of that, you're also going to have the ability for him to take camps wherever he needs. He's just a good, well-rounded hero, and it's hard to pass up somebody like that these days. Usually everything's a little more focused, so having something well-rounded works great. And Curse Bullet does great to counter pretty much any tank. The Genji ban here, possibly from the side of Game Freaks. I think that's a solid choice considering what's being shown, but now they switch over to the Sonya. Interesting. They are going to get rid of the Sonya. I'm curious to see what they're taking for their soul lane then, because Sonya usually is your soul lane hero, so they obviously don't want to take the Sonya because they get the next pick, so they don't want to play against it in the soul lane. So I'd expect to see a soul lane hero here. Alright guys, we're just waiting on the pick, or the ban here from the side of GimmeGutz AllStars. What do they ban here? I think you ban a regular support, although they already have the Medivh, so they could go into like a Lily or something. I'd say go for a tank. You already got ETC Garrosh banned out. You took Arthas, so you could really limit the tank pool even more by banning another one. Maybe want to look at a Diablo. APOC pairs really well with Maiev. Also, same thing with Medivh. If he gets Leyline into APOC, can definitely be a mess. And there's that Diablo ban. Yeah, you don't want to risk that. It's too risky to do that. Too risky. All right, so now we got the 3-4 slot here for Game Freaks. I'm not sure where they decide to go with this. Huh. Honestly, I think you move into your solo lane and your tank and leave your support for last. Because you could end up with if they go heavy auto attack in that 4-5 slot, you go with a Lily, pairs well with the Medivh. She has the blinds for the Greymane. Especially if they go with some sort of auto attack heroes in that 4-5 slot, like Lily's what you want there. They're gonna take the Johanna and they're gonna take the Junkrat. So they're gonna take their tank and their soul lane. I'm assuming Junkrat's their soul lane. I don't know who else they're gonna put down there. Maybe the Medivh possibly, but you really want him for the rotations. So that means in the 5th spot we're gonna see support. Like I said, my guess would probably be a Lily, but could see something like a Rhaegar, Malfurion still on the table, Uther. They have a lot of options they could go with there. On the side of AllStars, they have to pick a solo laner and then whatever else they want. They kind of have some flexibility. Solo laning wise, it's a Junkrat. I would say maybe you look at, honestly, Zagara could work really well here. You don't have to go Nidus either. You could go Maul, and Maul would give you some AoE zone, be able to lock down some people, give your Stukal a chance to set up underneath it with the lurking arm to get the silence, and it holds well in the lane against Junkrat. They're gonna go with the Tracer Tyrael, and this is gonna be a Lily pick. If they don't take Lily here as their support, I will be very disappointed. This is an easy Lily pick. You just take Lily here. I mean, honestly, Tracer. Okay, Tracer is a bad pick here. The reason why Tracer is a bad pick here is there's a Medivh, which means your Pulse Bomb, if the Medivh is doing his job, will never connect with anyone. So you have to wait out for him to be forced to use his protection before you can use your Pulse Bomb, which is almost never going to happen unless somebody's caught way out of position by Greymane. But otherwise, you shouldn't see it happen. So if that's the case, then your Tracer's basically worthless, except for auto attack damage. But if you take Lily, you basically ruin Tracer. This needs to be a Lily. If this is not a Lily, I will be... I don't know. It's like they would be basically giving the game away, in my opinion. Not taking a Lily here. Do it. Lily? Lily? Yes! Lily. Yeah. Honestly, guys, if I have to go off of the draft, I give the draft over to Game Freaks here. But we'll find out what happens here. This is going to be game number 1 on Voltskaya Foundry. And it's going to be Game Freaks versus GimmeGutz. We'll be right with you guys as soon as we get transitioned into the game here. Oh, you know what we can do? Little, it's not full blown, but you know, we'll sneak that in there. Get some people straggling in here. All right, guys. No portrait synergy from the teams. I'm disappointed. No portrait synergy. That's a key thing here. If you guys are ever playing on a team and you're playing with the caster, you want the portrait synergy. A, it makes it easy for the lobby, and B, it just looks really cool. Portrait synergy wins games. If you have the mount synergy, oh, mount color synergy, like you're all like red with like the rooster mount or something, like all matching up. Ooh, so good. It's an insta win. You just the other team will be so impressed by your synergy that they will give you the win. Alright guys, we are in the game here. This is going to be game number 1 between Game Freaks and GimmeGutz AllStars. On the left in the blue, we are going to have Game Freaks, and on the right side in the red, we are going to have GimmeGutz AllStars. Let me know who's going to win in chat. I see a lot of good lucks and go get them for GimmeGutz. Do we have any Game Freaks fans though?
Let the battle begin.
Oh, in-game chat. I love it so much. Alright guys, so we're going to have the normal 5v5 mid here. Medivh will be able to scout this out. Tracer's going to go in for a little early pick here. Try to get working on that pulse bomb. Again, I don't expect to see too much happen here. Nice root or silence from Stukal there. Not going to be able to really get anything off of it. Junkrat is already in the bottom lane working down there. We're going to see the rotation down, and hopefully he got notified. There is the alert ping there, so he will be able to make it out okay. Big Wiz, nice and safe there. And they're actually going to have the 4-man up top. We're going to see Greymane caught out a little bit here. The pull back in from the Mayab. Can they get the pick here is the question. They cannot. Medivh going to go deep. Gonna go deep? No, Medivh went too deep. Falls to Grayman in the tower. First blood over to the side of the AllStars. You can see the flank here from the Arthas and the Tracer. Pulse Bomb is ready, gonna go out on the Mayav. She's gonna be able to get away though safely. And they are missing Soak in the bottom lane. So even though they did get that kill there, they're not getting Soak in that bottom lane. They're not generating anything, which is not gonna help them out too much here. Junkrat's just pushing away. Junkrat's a great solo laner, able to clear the waves really well. I wish he was auto-attacking a little bit more, but you know, we'll take it as it goes. Grayman gonna be working on this camp in the top right now. It's gonna be a nice push for this. We're gonna see possibly the Arthas caught out here, gets a nice root with the pull in from the Mayav, maybe enough to get away. They're chasing. Johanna just not quite able to pull him in there, and he will get out. No health or mana basically, so he's gonna go ahead and Hearth back here. Junkrat gonna use that concussion mine to get Tracer off of him. We're gonna see the Lily Hearth back as well to get that mana tapped back up here. Greymane pushing in the top with this camp here. And we're gonna start to see talents picked up here for level 4. Quick look at talents for anybody curious here. I'm not familiar with Mayav or Medivh too much, so I can't say anything about their talents, but otherwise does not look too far off center for anybody here. Tracer not going with the stacking on her auto attack at 4. Actually going to go ahead and go with the parting gift to get those extra bombs. Interesting choice. I really feel like the extra auto attack damage does help a lot, especially with the recent nerfs to Tracer. But if you die, you lose those stacks. So, you know, it's one of those things you have to think about. We're going to see the turret camp picked up on the right side for AllStars. And on the left, they're going to be working on theirs, but it's going to be just a little bit slower to get picked up here. Greymane is going to have to stay top to help clean up this camp. It is pretty close to the wall, though, so thankfully the towers will do some damage. Kind of force Greymane not to go too deep here, because he does risk taking tower shots. In the middle, we're going to see the 4v4 Mayav is rotating back in. Looks like she did have to go back to get some health or mana there. Lurking Arm going to come out to get the silence. Turrets set down finally for GimmeGutz here on the right side. Going to start poking away. Junkrat with the concussion mine just going to blow off the Arthas. Both teams trying to get control here. Pulse Bomb goes out. That's going to be a kill on the Lily. No protection from Medivh there, so Lily's going to fall. We see the second kill on the Mayav and on basically everybody but Junkrat dies there, which is not good. Not good at all. That's going to be a very early Punisher, and I don't know. I don't know if Medivh just was not on point or if he was forced to use the protection sooner. He has got to hold that protection for the Pulse Bomb. And we're going to see Sevens picked up here. Tyrael and Tracer in the protector here. Going to be able to do some nice damage to this front wall. Should be able to get both the towers here. The question is, can they get more with it? You can see the rotation up to the top lane by the protector. Looks like they're going to start working on the second set of towers here. Unfortunately, Mayav, you cannot CC vehicles, so your pulling will not work on the protector. Good try, though. Looks like they're going to go ahead and poke down the well here. I think this is a good choice considering how soon they have like no time left on it. So they get the well. They're going to start backing out. They should be able to get out of this okay, though. It's Tyrael and Tracer. He can Eldrune away. She can blink away. Should be no problem. And yeah, they're going to get out of this just fine. Pulling from Mayav, but not really going to do much here. And yeah, they get out of this A-okay. They're going to be up about a level or so worth of experience. Arthas down in the bottom lane. Soaking down there. Big Wiz trying to counter that soak just to make sure they don't get too far behind. We're going to need some structures or something taken here by the side of Game Freaks. Otherwise, 10's going to be here. And if the second protector drops and they don't have 10s, they're not going to be able to control that point. Meanwhile, I'd really love to see GimmeGutz AllStars like push through once they get their 10s here, since they will have about a whole level lead on it. Arthas was in nice roots on Fox there. Top lane looks like they have a possible engage. Tracer's going to go in. The protection just comes out way too early. Mayog has to hold. He's got to hold that protection for that Pulse Bomb. Obviously, he doesn't see what we can. He can't see it's up, but yeah, he needs to hold that until that pulse bomb comes out, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to help keep his team alive, unless it's Johanna hit by it. Beautiful rotation here from top to mid, from the side of AllStars. And this rotation is keeping them in it. I was skeptical, basically because of the you had the Tracer versus the Medivh and Lily, but so far they've been doing a great job. Tracer's been able to poke down well. Medivh, I just wish he would hold those. He's got to hold that protection. Now 10 was picked up here. The only thing they really gained off of their 10, unfortunately, was the heal pulse. Big One's going to start limping away on that Junkrat. Concussion Mine should get him right back to the wall. It should be rooted. Root did not connect. He'll get right behind that gate. Arthas takes a little bit of tower damage there. Nothing major. Can have Maev take the camp up top on the left. Grammy going to be pushing up in the top lane still. We're going to see a 2v4 down here. Arthas making the quick rotation up, using that conveyor, but pulling from Maev here. Looks like they want to engage here, but this is going to be a 5v4, so they may have an advantage here. There goes the Worm's Cage down. You're going to see Lily pop Jugs here, trying to keep her team healed up. Sanctification goes down, but not before Tracer gets blown up here. Stukov going to go ahead and use the swipes to get his team out of there safely. That's going to be a 1-for-0 trade in favor of Game Freaks here. Bringing back some of the XP. They're now down about a half level or so. We're going to have the Protector come up, or at least the control point for the Protector come up in about 20 seconds. And it looks like GimmeGutz wants more here. It looks like they want to fight more here, but I don't think they really do. Again, you have that Lily who can just blind your main damage, the Tracer and the Grey Mane. Johanna's not going to die, and you're going to have the Pulse Bomb protection from Medivh. You see the channel started on it by Lily. Arthas did push up that bottom lane, so it will have some extra pressure down on this fort. They actually should get some XP from those towers falling as well. You're going to see the 5v5 get ready to be set up here. Heal Pulse going to go down. I have to get a nice pull onto the 3 here. Blind going to go out from the Lily. Polybomb going to go out on Stukov. Going to get him to walk away from the point. Lots of damage goes out though, and Maev is going to fall. Go for the throat, I believe, was kicked off there. Pulse Bomb comes out on Big Wiz. Not going to be enough to get the kill. Shield a little late by Medivh there. That's going to be a 1-for-0 trade. Now, Junkrat can poke in on this all day. So they really need to try to keep this lane pushed up. They need to control this lane. Lily actually went ahead and hearthed. And we're going to see Medivh and Johanna rotate mid. Odd choice on the rotation there. I assume Medivh makes sense, but the Johanna really should stay top just to help defend here. I'm going to have the 5v5 ready to be set up here again. Grayman actually working on the camp on the right. So we should see AllStars back off of this. They don't want to risk anything here without their Grey Mane. Are you going to try to fight this out? Arthas is hiding in the corner. Gonna get a nice pull on him. Not enough to stop the channel there. Grey Mane is here. Cameron's pushing it. There's gonna be the cage down again. Polybomb gonna go out, connect, and is actually gonna get transferred about 3 times. Junkrat gonna get a nice Riptire out. Question is, can he get the kill? He is gonna do some nice damage, but not able to confirm that kill there. Tyrael very low, down to 100 HP, 50 HP. Able to limp away there. Tracer doing her best to get the damage in. Gonna get recall out, and will make it out with her life. About 300 HP or so. Channel going to go back over to the Game Freaks here. You can see the pull in on the Tyrael. Silence going to come out. Question is going to get the kill. There's the Sanctification. Pulse Bomb on the Johanna, but the protection is going to be there this time to keep her alive. If they don't get on this point, they are going to end up losing the Protector. Johanna going to step on it just the last second there, trying to hold this out here. They do not want to give this away. There goes the Poly. Stukov going to ult, try to keep this in. Meanwhile, Greyman on the backline able to get the kill on to 2. Johanna falls up top, and that's going to be a 3-for-0 trade. 13 here for the side of GimmeGutz, and Game Freak's not too far away, but they're going to get further behind on XP now because this Protector is going to get picked up here. It's going to be a fort. We're going to see Grey Mane pushing down the middle fort with this wave. So it looks like 2 forts. And the question is, do they push the keep wall or not. I'd really like to see them push the wall, considering they still have heroes dead on the enemy side for a few seconds. I think this is a good choice. Yeah, this wall is worth more than a fort. Greymane did leave that middle fort a little early. It's very low. They should be able to poke it down whenever they want to get that XP from it. You're going to see them back off here with the protector. Looks like they're going to rotate mid, maybe try to finish this off. Greymane soaking the bottom lane here. Junkrat going to rotate down, try to stall us out. Don't want to give Greymane too much. Going to get a nice knockback on him. The question is, seeing Greymane get the kill on him. Big Wiz's very low, and Greymane able to just pick up that kill there. There's another fort. 16's here. There's now down 3 levels and a talent here, and this is looking rough for Game Freaks. Not impossible, but it's going to be difficult to come back here. Greymane pushing for free down here on the bottom fort, and this looks like it's going to be 3 forts here. Really able to push them off, get that blind going down, but they're going to steal the turret camp here. Looks like they're going to head and finish this up here while they're down here.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Guys, quick reminder while we're in between a fight here. This is all for charity, so go ahead and hit up that extra life link that was posted in chat. Donate to them. We definitely would appreciate it. I'm going to see that rotation of heal pulse, and I like this. They have 16s. They need to push this as much as they can. They have a 2.5 level advantage here. They have a talent tier advantage. They're going to take the heal pulse. I'd really like to see them invade. 5-man invade here. They're going to go try to get the cutoff. Am I able to get away? Like, they want to push up here, and they're playing super safe. They're gonna go for their turret camp here, but I don't know why they didn't just invade there. They have the talent advantage. They may just be saying, you know what, guys, we'll play it safe. We'll get our 20s first, and then we'll get the easy win. But that could be risky if you give the other team time to catch up here. See the rotation here mid. So we got the camp pushing top. We do have turrets being held by the side of GimmeGutz. Arthur's going to come in here. Pulse Button going to come out. Protection going to go down and save all that damage off of the Johanna. Not the ideal post-bomb target. It looks like they're just trying to hold it off until they get 20, but unfortunately 16's getting even closer for the side of Game Freaks, and because of that, it's going to be difficult here. Like, they're giving them all this time for free to get back up to their 16s. They're not gaining anything here. They're keeping the waves kind of pushed up, but it's not helping. They're not pushing a wall down. They're not forcing anything. They gave the camp away. The camp's still going to get taken by Game Freaks here. And, yeah, the protector's going to get picked up, but what else did they gain off of this? Looks like they are going to go find ahead and push this wall finally. Try to get some value here, but it feels just like it's too late here. 16's now here for the side of Game Freaks. They're on even talent tiers as far as that goes. You know, obviously level wise there's a slight difference there, but the big thing is the talent tier is even. We're gonna see GimmeGutz go for the initial point here.
The terminal and bring in the protector.
And this is, we're gonna see the rotation down here. We should have a nice 5v5 fight. Tracer will spot them out here. Question is how are they going to try to engage here on the side of Game Freaks? They do have the mid-eve. Looks like they're cleaning up some waves back here. They're gonna have to get out on this though. They don't want to give too much time here. Mid-eve gonna come in and scout. Gonna be able to spot everyone out here. The question is how are they gonna go in? Is Mid-eve gonna drop a portal for them? Is Johanna just going to go in? They have to have some sort of engage. Otherwise, it's just going to give this up here. There goes the portal. But it's on the conveyor belt. And I think Mid-eve forgot that moves. There's going to be a blind coming out from the Lily. Warnscan's going to go down. Ferryman going to get pulled back. He doesn't have Sanctification still. Swipes from the Stukov. Going to try to push everybody off. But Johanna able to get back on there. desperately trying to stay on. We're going to see the kill on Junkrat and Johanna, though. Tyrael pulled back in, gonna sank to keep himself alive. Tracer gonna chase down the Mayav here. Greymane gonna go in with go for the throat. Not able to get the pick though. And that's gonna be another protector over to the side of GimmeGutz. And they almost have 20. And they have 2 heroes down on the other side. This could be game here. This could easily be game. They take down the 2 towers here. Next they'll be working on the fort. They're actually gonna work on the well first. Kind of surprising, but okay. They're gonna work on the fort. Greymane's going top. I'd really like to see the whole team here as 5 to go for this end. Greymane is your end potential. You get him on core and he is good to go. And by the time this protector pops, you should have sanctification back up. They are gonna go ahead and take the keep in the bottom. Looks like they're gonna choose to go ahead and back out here. The question is, what are they going to do now with the protector? See the rotation up to the middle lane here. 20 has been picked up. Quick look at those 20 talents for you guys. Sanctification upgrade here from the Tyrael. Stukov going to take the normal individual swipes. Tracer with the knockback on the melee attack there. Going to see the pull in here. Not able to confirm anything. Wall is going to fall here. And that's about all you're going to get out of this protector. You're going to see it pop, and I feel like they could have pushed a little more there, but they did get at least down the keep and the mid keep wall. So they're going to have catapults pushing in that bottom lane. They do have the 20s, but they need to push their advantage now. They have that 20 advantage. They have everybody up. They clearly are able to handle the team fights just fine. I don't know what they're afraid of risking. If they fight and if they 5-man wipe, they're going to lose a fort and maybe a keep wall. I don't think they lose a keep, but they lose a fort and maybe a keep wall. That feels like a fair risk there. Like, they're not going to win the game off of that. If you 5-man wipe, they don't win the game instantly. There's too many structures up right now for them to go through. I hate seeing them be so passive here when they have this huge advantage. And again, they're just giving time for the talent to get caught up here by Game Freaks. Try to get Game Freaks. Game Freaks is going to get their 20s if they keep this up. And then they're going to have a 20v20 fight. It's going to be another even chance for Game Freaks to come back now. Arth is kind of charging in here. Looks like they are going to try to push their advantage and take this camp at least. Should be an easy confirm with Tyrael. But are they going to push? They're not going to push to the camp. Are they going to push up middle lane? What? They're starting to make rotations. All right, looks like they decided to push up here in the middle. Tyrael going to toss down the Altruin just to get some additional vision. They do have double camps here and a wave of minions. Concussion mine is set up there, able to knock those away if they want. Arthas going to go ahead and drop the turret here to tank the tower shots. Here comes the Army of the Dead. Junkrat going to get a tire to go off. Able to stay alive. Pulse Bomb missed by Tracer here. There's the Sanctification and the Silence to kill the Johanna here. Warden's Cage going to come down afterwards. Keep's going to fall, but the question is, can they actually get any kills here? Greymane just not able to catch the Medivh there. Medivh able to stay alive. Mayav going to go ahead and pull people in here. Try to do some additional damage. Junkrat poking as much as he can. They're hugging this middle fort type. They know it's their protection here. Gives them an additional damage here onto the enemy heroes. See the blind come out from the Lily. Pulse Bomb is going to miss. Catapult now on core. They're going to have to deal with this. And when they deal with this, there's a chance for them to take the keep. And they're actually going to back off, though. And they're going to go for the protector that starts up in 10 seconds here. Quick look at talents here for you guys, just to go over the 20s here. Holy Arena, Hunter's Blunderbuss, Legion, Control Chaos, and Get Stuffed. 20 is now here for the side of Game Freaks. We're going to see fairly standard 20 talents here. The Polybomb upgrade from the Medivh. And they can't give this. They have to go in on this before it channels. If they give this up, they give up the game. Team's going to start rotating. Grayman is actually up top. He's not there yet. There's the portal down. Pulling onto 3 there. Junkrat going to go ahead and pop the rip tire. Try to find somewhere to put the damage. Tracer snuck away though. Be able to get some of the channel here. Johanna really far off though. Gonna leave her team exposed. There's the pull in there. Healing Pulse gonna go down the back line. Poly Bomb gonna go down, hit multiple members and get spread at least once. And Sanctification able to keep some of them alive. Junkrat gonna fall to the Greymane here. My Av gonna be able to get over the wall there, but Medivh will not be as lucky. My Av's still trying to escape. Lily trying to keep her team up. Johanna pops the Iron Skin, is going to fall. Lily is going to fall. That's gonna be a 5-man wipe, and they can now just march towards the core with that Greymane. That is gonna be game number 1 going over to GimmeGutz. Congratulations to them. And like I said, I was really concerned in the draft, but they were able to pull it off. The early timings on the Medivh shields just were not there for the side of Game Freaks, and they really suffered in the early game because of that. Alright guys, so that was the first game here out of this 3-game series. Quick look here for you. I swapped over a little too early. Quick look here for you at the talents and stats for anyone curious. You guys can pause as necessary. Alright. I don't even know if that went through. Did it go through? I'm gonna hope it went through. If not, they'll be online for the teams to see. They can get their history. Isaiah, thank you for the host of the 4 viewers. Appreciate that, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna get in contact with the teams here. And okay, so see what Game Freaks wants here, whether they want the map or the first pick. They do have the option. They do want first pick. Okay. Which means GimmeGutz is going to have to choose the map. I'm asking them right now what map they want. And as soon as I hear from them, we'll get that. They're going to want BOE. So the second game going to be on Battlefield of Eternity. Extremely fun map. Always a good time. We will get the lobby set up here. Get the teams in. And as soon as they get in here, we will get rocking and rolling with game number 2. And guys, while we're in between games here, just a quick reminder, this is for Charity Gaming League, as you can see up above. Well, kind of that way. But you guys see it up there. If you guys type at any point in time, well, unless you spam it, then it won't go through. But you just type exclamation CGL, Charity Gaming League. You put that in, you're going to get a pop-up from Nightbot there with a link that is going to go over and send you to the Extra Life page. And you guys can donate there towards Extra Life. We'd appreciate if you guys do that. That is what this all is for. We get some heroes and we get to donate money to a great cause. So go use that link that I just posted. And again, exclamation mark CGL. If you guys need that link again, type it in there, get it pulled up. Do it. Isaiah, I think you can. Let me see if I can. Let's see, it's /mod. Let's see if we did this right. All right. Sorry, guys. Had to do a little cleanup in the Twitch chat there for you guys. I think it worked. Did it not work? I don't know. Isaiah, let me know if that worked or not. Well, works for now, man. Works for now. All right, guys. Okay. Swap with Hugo. Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys, we're just waiting for the ready from the teams, and we'll jump right in here to game number 2. All right, we're gonna start the game here. Maybe. Come on. A BOE. We're jumping in here, and guys, just a quick reminder. I said something earlier. Any bits, tips, follows, all that fun stuff, subscriptions, we'll cover all that at the end of the cast, guys. Right now we're just going to focus on raising money for charity. That's what's most important right now, so use that link, guys. All right, guys, so the map was picked by GimmeGutz. Game Freaks decided they wanted to have the first pick on this round, so they are going to have it. First pick and ban over to them. I'd get rid of Tracer, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. Get rid of Tracer. I mean, they had Tracer just wrecked face last game, or maybe get rid of the Gray Man if you don't want one of the two of them. I think the Medivh Mayav is strong, but I feel like you really want to pair the Mayav with something like an APOC, or at least ban out the Tyrael so you don't have that option for them to take it from you. I think that hurt them some there, not having that option. So we'll see what they decide to do in the ban phase here. They are using most of their time. I've not even shown anything yet for the ban. Be curious to see what they decide to do. Let's see what they're going to go with. Mathael? Tracer? They're going to get rid of the Tracer. I think that's a solid choice. Sorry guys, I'm just my phone's dying, which is how I keep track of you guys, and so I asked my girlfriend to bring it to me because my phone's going to die, and otherwise we'll have an issue. I think the Tracer ban is going to be a solid respect ban here, just so you don't have to deal with it. And also, guys, Diablo, I like the Diablo ban. Diablo's just so strong right now, and he gets some good value here, considering there's all those tight points, nice angles for him to land in during the fights, get those stuns and CC combos off. So yeah, Diablo's a solid choice here to ban out. Not something you want to deal with. First pick here for Game Freaks. They're going to go with that Stukov. They're like, you know what, you had Stukov, we want Stukov. And they're going to first pick it, which is what actually happened last game for the AllStars. They decided to go and take that first pick. So now the 1-2 slot for the side of GimmeGutz AllStars. And we'll see what they decide to do here. I'd love to see him go with a support and a tank. Thank you. And yeah, if they go with that support and tank, I think that'd be a solid choice for them. They're going to go with the Garrosh. I like that Garrosh pick. Garrosh is great. Has some great displacement built into him. And yeah, he can get some value out of that. He gets some value. That's what I'm going to say. Garrosh gets the value. And then this second pick here, I'd love to see a support again. You don't want to risk getting a support banned out. Although if you want to try to prioritize the race here, since you did get a very good tank, maybe go with that Greymane again. Greymane, again, great all-around hero. He has some great race. They are going to go with the Malfurion, though. They're going to go ahead and take the support. Don't want to worry about that being banned out. All right, 2-3 slot here for the side of the Game Freaks. Love to see them go with a tank. Again, one thing you don't have to worry about being banned out. And I'd love to see them either pick up their Soul Lane or some sort of race potential here. Maybe something like that Greymane again. Sorry, Greymane's just so good right now. It's hard to pass up. Other popular choices, you know, we've seen Li Ming if you want some sort of ranged mage damage. You know, she does the blink out, so if Garrosh does toss her, she can kind of get away there with her quick little short jump gap closer there. Try to get out of things. And she sits fairly far back, so it's going to be difficult to get her CC'd and flipped into the team. Falstad could be a good choice, although he doesn't race very well, but he can end up in the Soul Lane and gives you that nice global option there. Could see Artanis. He's a popular racer. They're actually going ahead with the Blaze and Hanzo. So Blaze, great tank and Soul Lane. You have the option whichever way you want to go with it. Bunker, a great tool to just kind of help your team out. Just pop that bunker down, everybody hides, and you're all safe. Although, if you're all in there and Malfurion's nearby, you can expect the Twilight Dream to go off. But you just hop right back in real quick. Now, the Hanzo did get a nerf recently, so if you guys keep up on patches, Hanzo got nerfed a little bit as far as his damage to minions, mercenaries, and bosses. But he still has some decent race to him. Still can put out that race damage. So that's a solid pickup here. He's also going to give some nice range damage. He has some built-in escape, so he should be able to get out of any situation Garrosh might put him in. If you understand what I'm saying. Now, as far as the second ban phase here, we're going to have GimmeGutz pushing all the way to the end of their time slot here. Think about what they want to ban. I'd really like to see them go with a DPS they don't want, or again, it's something that they don't want to, a tank they don't want to mess with. They're going to ban the ETC. I think that's a solid choice. ETC pairs really well with Blaze. Blaze can hit out in the Soul Lane. ETC does a great job tanking in that 4-man generally, especially with a solid support like Stukov behind him. So removing ETC off the table if they don't want him is a good choice here. Now, as far as the ban for Games Freaks goes, assuming Blaze is going to be their Soul Lane, they really need to ban out a Soul Laner they don't want to deal with. I'd look at the Sonya, honestly. Another option is you ban a race option, so Greymane, Artanis, Greymane, Artanis, Vala, Li Ming, ban something that would help with the race there. They are going to go ahead and get rid of the Greymane. I think that's a solid choice. He just provides, because he provides so much, he's such a good, well-rounded hero right now in the current meta. I think that's a good choice to get rid of. Now, the 3-4 slot here for GimmeGutz, I'd like to see some race and a Soul Lane. So some sort of race, be it a melee DPS or ranged, and then a Soul Lane, and then leave that last pick as kind of a flex depending on what you see here in the 4-5 slot from the side of Game Freaks. They could go with...
None shall flee my grasp.
Okay, they're going to take the Mayav, which will pair well with the Roots, and they're going to take Tyrael again. Interesting. So they're definitely going for some kills here. I don't think it's a Judgment Tyrael, but they're definitely going for some kills. Not going to go for basically any race at all, which is an odd decision for me at least seeing, but we'll see how it pans out for them. Again, the game one, I gave the draft over to Game Freaks, just looking at the draft at face value. But clearly GimmeGutz knows how to play, so you know that they're not too concerned at this point about it. So this last two spots, Soul Lane or main tank, depending on what they're going to do with the Blaze, and then some other kind of damage. I don't think you go Medivh again. I don't think it gave him enough value last game. You don't want to double support really. Maybe some wave. I think a Junkrat could work really well again here. Tychus and a Nubrak. Interesting. So I'm going to go with the Tychus here. it definitely is an interesting choice. Not something we see a whole lot of, Tychus. So by picking him up here, we'll see. We'll see. That's what I'll say. We'll see. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But we'll see how they pull it off here. This last pick needs to be damage. It's got to be some sort of damage. You're looking at something ranged. A Nubrak, you don't want to go Li Ming then, because he's just gonna eat through. Like he has Spell Shield and he has Beetle, so it's not good to take Li Ming here, unless you want it for race. So you don't really want a mage, you just want something ranged. Honestly, you could go a little old school, go with that Vala. Thrall. Okay, so they're gonna go with Thrall and put him in the Soul Lane, but they're gonna have no poke potential in that 4-man if Thrall's in the Soul Lane. Which means Hanzo is gonna have a heyday. A heyday with them. Of course I said that last game. So as far as draft goes, personally, I still like the draft on the side of Game Freaks here. I think it's a solid draft, and I think they got some good options here to take care of the objective and the wave clear. We'll see how it plays out here though for them in just a moment. And again, guys, it's gonna be BOE. And go ahead and run the logo real quick for you guys, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so unfortunately I'm not going to run that like over and over again. The loading screen slow. I'm not going to put you guys through that multiple times. I'm not cruel. Alright guys, so on the right hand side, currently up 1-0 in this 3-game series, we're going to have GimmeGutz AllStars in the red. On the left, in the blue, we're going to have Game Freaks, hoping to bring it back here. Hanzo doing a little trickery over the wall, getting thrown back behind it. Let's hear it in chat, guys. Who is going to win this game?
10 seconds.
That's the question that everyone wants answered, is who is going to win.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, guys, so we're going to see Thrall in that solo lane. We're going to go ahead and pull up the talents here early. See what people decide to choose on here for this first set. Thrall versus Blaze up top. Thrall, actually, did he go with Lightning? Okay, so he didn't go the other Chain Lightning talent. I was gonna say he's gonna go. Well, but if he's going Chain, we'll see. We'll see. Usually, you want to Chain Lightning when you're in the 4-man, when you have lots of heroes nearby to try to stack that quicker. They're just going to town up here. They both have self-sustain. This will be interesting up here. Looks like Thrall's gonna lose out this battle. Misses the root. He will get behind the wall. Gonna be nice and safe there. And yeah, the wave's just gonna be difficult to be cleared here by the side of GimmeGutz because there's so much poke between the Hanzo and the Tychus. And Stukov's just gonna keep everybody healed up, so it's like nothing to worry about. Actually, the Raging Globe stole there by a Nubrak, which is good. He needs to stack those globes for early game. Garrosh's gonna go for a throw, but the silence comes down from Stukov, gonna cut him off from being able to toss anybody back. Pull here by Maiev, but not gonna be able to catch anything. Garrosh's just a little too low here. They let her poke this wave down pretty well. They should be winning this lane pretty handily here. Hanzo's just, yeah, I think Hanzo may be focusing the backline a little too much potentially. We'll take a quick peek up top here. Big Wiz can get a nice stun combo on to Thrall, but taking those tower shots is not a good thing. I'm gonna take down to about half health or so. He'll be able to heal himself back up though with that self-sustain that he has. Bottom lane, the continuous poke battle goes on. No one rotating to the camps yet. And if you guys take a quick look at the minimap, the Immortal spawn is going to favor GimmeGutz. They're going to have the Angel, which is the one they will need to attack if they're going to go for the fight early. is going to be on the bottom, which is where their 4-man is. Now we do see the split off here by the Garrosh and the Mayav here to go ahead and pick up this camp. This should get some nice value in the top lane, or at least force somebody to stay up. Blaze winning out this lane pretty hard. Almost got that tower down up here. Khazra picked up in the bottom for the side of Game Freaks. They're now going to make their rotation over to their Shaman camp here. And I think this is just a little late here on picking up this camp. But we'll see if it pays off for him or not. Blaze able to clean up this, start cleaning up this before he can rotate down. And no teams on the Immortal yet. The first team to get to their Immortal to race is going to be GimmeGutz. Going to start poking away here. On the other side, we're going to see the 4-man here rotate from Game Freaks and start trying to poke this down. And honestly, that Hanzo race with the Tychus is just insane. They're able to actually poke it down even though they got there late faster. Immortals will go left and right, which is the standard for the first phase. It looks like we're going to see a bit of a defense here. Blaze is going to be able to rotation in. Nice root by Malfurion onto the Stukov there. He's going to get rooted. CC chain. He is not making it out of this alive. It's going to be a 1-for-0 trade so far. And that was a 4v5. Thrall was down in the bottom and still is cleaning up that lane. They're doing their best to try to poke this down. There's going to be this throw on to Big Wiz, but I don't think that's going to be enough to actually do anything. They're going to try to get the pick here. Meanwhile, though, there's going to be the race continued by the 3-man here. And they are going to be able to get this Immortal with about half shielding. Nubrak going to get tossed barely out with about 40 HP or so. Man, I'm going to go in and get that kill. It's going to be a three kills for none, which is great value, although they did lose the Immortal. However, early game value on Immortal is fairly low overall. They're going to have to push really hard with this to be able to get anything done. Unfortunately, with having heroes dead, that's difficult to do. Oh no. You gotta be careful here. There goes the toss. Stukov needs to get that silence down. Not getting that silence down is gonna probably end up being the death there of Tychus. I'm not sure if he had it on cooldown or what happened there. Definitely needed that silence to go down though. Thrall has finished his quest. And the Immortal did get the wall here, but that's about all they got. Not a ton of value, and about a half level lead or so for the side of GimmeGutz. Even though they lost the Immortal, just purely based off of the kill XP there. You see Garrosh sitting in the bush, looking for a chance to toss somebody up. Gonna get a toss, missed the stun on Hanzo. Hanzo with the quick jump over the wall is gonna start running away. Stukov gonna try to get the cutoff. Stukov, did he not talent into the lurking arm? Stukov didn't go lurking arm. He actually went with the fetid touch at 1, and at 7 went with the long pinch. So gonna actually try to go for that full chain combo to get those roots later down the line. Interesting choice. You don't see that too often from Stukovs in my experience. Tychus gonna be working on the camp up top by himself. Blaze just gonna keep Thrall busy here. Tychus is gonna make the rotation down. I don't think they get a kill here, but he's gonna quick clean up this with Blaze. Bottom lane, we're going to see the Khazra camp picked up for the side of GimmeGutz. Again, they just need to try to keep Hanzo safe, try to poke this out. Immortal spawning in 30 seconds. Heavy rotation by Malfurion and Garrosh up top here. The wall did fall. Going to start working at the Khazra camp, and we're going to see the Shaman camp start spawning here in just a moment. However, they will be a little mistimed for the beginning of this. Tyrael getting really low here. Anub can get a nice burrow charge. That's going to be a kill. The first kill, in fact, for the side of Game Freaks. Tychus chasing down Mayav just a little bit. They're going to have to clean up these Khazra. Then they're going to start to make the rotation into the center, where they will be able to hopefully poke out this Immortal and win the race here. Blaze and Thrall going at it still. It looks like we're going to see Game Freaks decide to try to zone here while Hanzo and Blaze does all the work. Mayav going to get a pull in on the 2 here. Stukov with the silence just to help zone. Nubrak should have his burrow to escape. He will be able to get out there with that burrow charge. And the race is already halfway over thanks to the Blaze and the Hanzo. Blaze back in the top lane trying to soak. They are going to be a little late on those 10s. And I think that's what we're seeing forced out of here of AllStars. They're trying to wait to get those 10s from the trickle down XP and force it out. You're nice to see Tychus rotate down with Maev here. He needs to be careful. He can get caught out here. Here comes the Garrosh. There goes the pull in. Garrosh should have a toss here in just a second. There's the toss. Stun up, not going to connect. There's the second stun. That will be a dead Tychus. Hanzo trying to get the race down here, but the 10 is here for the side of AllStars, and they need to get out of here before anything bad happens and they end up wiping. There's the pull in. Warden's Cage goes down. Big Wiz not able to get over the wall. Gets knocked back in again. We're going to see the kill there on the Hanzo. Unfortunately, Blaze not able to make it out either. That's going to be a 2 for none trade, and they needed to wait until they had those 10s. They could not fight without them, and good job on GimmeGutz to force the issue when they know they had that slight XP lead. You see Garrosh zone here with the Malfurion. Orkion, we're going to try to do a little bit of damage here. Root going to connect with 2, actually. Nice root from Thrall. Here comes the Odin. Arrow going to come in, get a nice stun, but the counter engage with the Sundering to stop any damage from going out on that Malfurion. Race is finished here. We're going to have the 5v5 here in the bottom. The question is any team going to win out here? Nice root from Malfurion again. Malfurion is on point with these roots so far today. Or at least with this match. And we're going to see the Immortal should be rotating to the bottom here. And we're going to see the 5v5 in the bottom. Most of the ultimates are down. I believe Sanctification is still up, as is Twilight Dream. And Bunker should be available to Big Wiz there on the Blaze. Fort taken down. Shield is still technically there, so it's still going to be in range mode for just a little bit until they can poke this down. Shield's gone, so now it will go into the melee mode. A little bit easier to take down. Tyrael going to get stunned back by the Immortal and actually killed here. Not going to get much value off the trait, unfortunately. Tower and wall is going to fall. Second tower will go down here. I don't think they take keep here, but they definitely got some value. They got some XP. I'm excited to see what they try to do with this now that they do have the lead here in experience. Looks like they're going to start rotating up to the top. The question is, are they going to go for the camp, or are they just going to go for the fort up here? Obviously, if they don't, next Immortal will spawn top if they do win it. Looks like a little bit of a bush party trying to bait things out here. Thrall's going to get spotted out here. Anubrak going to go ahead and actually get... missed no silence there from Anubrak. Tychus going to get the Odin popped here. Arrow going to come out, and Thrall is going to fall. He gets the Sundering now, but not able to get much done with it. Malfurion is going to be rooted. Silenced for a second, but able to get the Twilight Dream off. Not much is going to come of it, though. Odin's just going to continue to poke in here. And they are low here. They have to be careful. Malfurion healing as fast as he can, but he's very low on mana. And this fort is going to go over to Game Freaks. They're going to continue to push their lead here. I'm really excited to see this from them. Slowly push their way to 13 here. And I imagine we will see them rotate up to this Khazra camp in the top and take it. Quick look at talents here for you guys. Anybody curious while we have a slight lull? Nothing out of the ordinary as far as I am aware. You guys see the Shaman camp on the right here being worked on by the side of GimmeGutz. We're going to see the possible invade with that 13. Are they going to go for it? Anubin's actually going to go in on it. There's the toss up in the root on top of it. Bunker's going to go down. Warden's Cage comes out, but Thrall is extremely low. Malfurion is in the cocoon, is going to fall with the Garrosh and the Tyrael death. Malfurion's going to fall as well. Camp was stolen and cleaned up. I think it was stolen and cleaned up, and that is going to be a 3-man wipe here for the side of Game Freaks, and this should be a free first half of the Immortal here. Gonna see the 2-man up in the top just trying to soak this up, push this wave back up, and obviously this top lane is where the Immortal will go if they lose this race because the wall is still up. You can see all 5 now back up from the side of GimmeGutz AllStars. I don't think they have time to go in on this though, and this is going to be a fully shielded Immortal, and if they can't get some kills here, this is going to be definitely a keep. Bunker's going to go out. Tychus is a little out of position, able to just poke down pretty hard, though. There's the Sanctification material, trying to keep his team up, though. We're seeing the Garrosh fall. Tychus is going to get traded, though, for that kill. Now, Furion in the backline is going to be cocooned. They continue chase here. Nice stun by Blaze onto the 3. They're going to get the kill on the Maiev. Root from Malfurion to go down. Kill on Tyrael. Thrall is trying to escape. A Noob's going to dive in. Arrow from Hanzo going to connect. Can they get the kill on Thrall is the question. They're not going to chase it out, so Thrall will survive. It's going to be a 3-for-1 trade there. And, yeah, that Immortal, it's just pushing the top for free. But while it's doing that, you know what? Game Freaks is like, you know what? We already chased you down here. We're going to take your keep in the bottom lane and get those catapults moving. So you guys can choose. You want to lose this keep or you want to lose the top one. We don't care. Either way, you're going to lose something. Bunker goes down just to tank those shots. Are they going to start going core here? They're rotating into core. I think this is a little ambitious. They don't have the Tychus back yet. He's rotating in. They do have the 16 advantage. Yeah, they're going to have to back out. They're not able to get the shields down here. The question is are they going to get punished for being in here that long or not? Tychus is back. They're sitting around like they want to. They're trying to force that keep to fall. Immortal down to about half health. They're now back on the core here. Tychus is going to start doing damage. There goes that keep. They were able to keep GimmeGutz distracted long enough. There's the pull-in on the Tychus. I don't know if he makes it out of this. There's a taunt Twilight Dream. Tychus is going to fall. A Nubrak is going to get silenced. There's the throw-in on the Stukov. I don't think he makes it out as well. A Nubrak going to go in and try to peel, but the core is taking damage from the Immortal, down to 40% already. The question is, can they get a kill? Hanzo is down. Blaze is in the bunker. 8%, 7%, 5%, 4%, 3%, 2%, 1%. That is GG. Congratulations, Game Freaks, bringing it back. Tying up it. Series 1-1. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that was good. I love that. That was awesome. So excited. Quick look at stats here for you guys. Hanzo putting out the damage with 39,000 hero damage there. And that was a great game by Game Freaks. I called it better this time. I liked the draft a little bit better. I liked the poke they had with the Hanzo. Tychus is able to go to town there on the front line. And that is going to be the second game going over to Game Freaks. So now, guys, I'm going to get in contact with the teams real quick here. And see who if we're going to have GimmeGutz take first pick or the map pick. My guess is they'll take first pick. That's my guess, at least. Maybe. We'll see. We got a second. And real quick, guys, while we're waiting here, we do have a charity we're working for here. Link posted up in the chat room. Donate to Extra Life. It's a great organization. First pick, okay. So that means we're going to have Game Freaks with the map pick here. Just going to wait to find out what that is. Go ahead and update the scoreboard for you guys. Guys, like I said, while we're waiting, definitely check out that link to Extra Life. If it disappears from you, just exclamation mark CGL will pull it up there. And we got game 3 coming. I'm just waiting for the map. Infernal Shrines is going to be our map for game 3. Get the teams in here real quick and we'll go rocking and rolling. And as soon as they load in here, guys, we will get moving on this game. I'm excited for it. It's not a best of 3 here. We just play a flat 3 games, and you get points based off of how many wins you have. But it's always nice when it's tied up, because then it feels like a best of 3. So I love that. All right, guys, we're gonna see if they're ready here to go. There we go. I got one ready. I'm gonna take some water. Bear with me, guys. Since my mute button is not working, I have to manually mute it. I got the ready from both teams, guys. We're gonna jump in here to game number 3. This is gonna be Charity Gaming League Game Freaks versus GimmeGutz AllStars, game number 3 on Infernal Shrines. First pick and man, gonna go over to GimmeGutz AllStars. Let's see what happens here. And you know what, while I have a second before we get going. Boom. Get that out there. Start getting some people in here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out and watching, especially of you who donate towards Extra Life. We really appreciate it. Want to make sure to support Extra Life as much as possible. That is the goal here for this group and the series. And you guys can always reach out to Isaiah in chat there, and he can get you a link to the Discord if you guys want to get. If you're interested in Charity Gaming League, you want some more information, just Google it or reach out to him. He'd be happy to help you guys out and point you in the right direction. Diablo band coming out from the side of GimmeGutz. They just do not like Diablo, guys. They don't like him at all. Period. And they have first pick, so they just don't like him, and they don't want to play with him. That's what I figured out. They don't like him, and they don't want to play with him because they keep banning him. Or they know something I don't about Game Freaks. That's possible. They may have like a 90% win rate Diablo player. That's possible. Let's see. We're going to have the ban over here from the side of Game Freaks. Honestly, I was gonna say Tracer, but they're actually looking at Stukov, which is an interesting ban if you think about it. You're removing the considered top support right now, which means most likely you're going to force them to either first pick a Malfurion, or they don't first pick the Malfurion, you get the Malfurion, and you get your tank or DPS or whatever you want. So it's an interesting draft strategy. They are going to go ahead and ban out the Stukov here. I'm curious to see how we see GimmeGutz respond here. They are going to go ahead and lock in that Malfurion. I think that's a wise choice here, considering the risk of losing it, especially on this map. He does such a great job zoning out here. Definitely a solid choice on this map. Now the question is what do you take now if you're Game Freaks? Obviously they were trying to either force him to take Malfurion or force to give the Malfurion. It turns out that AllStars decided that they wanted to take Malfurion, which means you have your choice of a first pick per se, and not that you have to take a support. I wouldn't stress about a support choke at this point, because you have a few options. You have the Rhaegar, you have the Uther. You could move into something like a Lily if you wanted. So they got a few options they can go with for support. Brightwing, Garrosh, Medivh. Okay, so Garrosh I love. If they can execute Garrosh well, then it'll work out great for him. You know, last game, GimmeGutz, their Garrosh player, did a great job on him. I don't feel like he was a weak spot or anything from that. I think there was more of a draft thing that overall lost in the game on that one than their individual play. Just at a quick overview of the match when looking at it. So I like the Garrosh pickup. If Game Freaks can execute well with Garrosh, they'll be good. What they have to execute better on is the Medivh. Because game one, he wasn't there early game. Now, maybe he just needed to warm up. Maybe he was, you know, it's been a month or two since I played him, but yeah, sure, let's take him. I'm not sure. You know, I'd like to see some more out of Medivh there. He has a lot of potential as far as damage, etc. Blaze Tychus.
It's about damn time.
Okay, so Blaze, great on the shrines. You can drop a bunker and just burn through everything. Just burn all the monsters on the shrine. Tychus, great zoning. Had the Odin, which is great for defending and pushing there. I think I like the Tychus pick up there along with the Blaze. That's a solid choice. Now, for the side of Game Freaks, they do have a ban here. I think I'd like to see them go into banning a tank that they don't want to deal with, and they're hovering Tyrael. I think this is a solid choice. Solid choice. Just get rid of it. Just pull the trigger, guys. There you go. Just pull it. No Tyrael for you. No, Tyrael's been getting some definite value for his team in the last 2 games, so I think removing that. It'd be interesting to see how GimmeGutz handles not having the Tyrael on their side. They even took it with the Tracer, which is a bit of an odd style to take it with. Let's see what do they ban here? They ban a tank or a DPS. Yeah, they ban a DPS here or support. Although once you have that Medivh, you basically are open to any support works fine because Medivh can kind of help compensate for that with the shielding. So maybe focus on banning a DPS you don't want to deal with or something in the solo lane. You know, I don't want to deal with Sonya, get rid of Sonya. She pairs well with the Garrosh. That'd be a solid ban there. You could ban out the Mayav if you're worried about them taking her. I don't know what they ban here. They have options. They're going to go with the Sonya. I think that's a solid choice. Now, the 3-4 slot here for the side of Game Freaks. As far as what they take, I'd like to see a solo lane. Because most likely it's Blaze in that solo lane. So solo lane you want against Blaze. And a DPS. Whatever their main range DPS is going to be. And then leave that 5th spot for a flex. Because I'm curious to see what comes up in those last 2 spots for the side of GimmeGutz. So I would say maybe leave your options open there. So if you take the solo laner, you're not like stuck with like, oh, we got to take a solo laner now. Same thing if you take your main DPS. It's like, oh, well, we got to take a main DPS, so we can't really work around this. Tychus on the other side. I don't think you take a Gul'dan against the Blaze. Although the poison damage could work well. You could look at a Lunara. A Kael'thas could work really good. A Kel'Thuzad as well could be a good option. They're going to go with Hanzo and Mathael. So Mathael for the soul lane. Hanzo going to be their main ranged DPS there. And that, again, it's going to give them an option to kind of flex on this last 5th pick here to kind of counter what you see come up here from the side of GimmeGutz AllStars. Now, the AllStars have their 4-5 slot here. They need a main tank still, and then whatever they want. I'd like to see them go with something that can take camps fairly easy by itself. That could be helpful for them, or some sort of wave clear for that 4-man rotation. As far as the tank goes, I think ETC is a solid choice right here. He's still available. He pairs well with Blaze as far as they don't have any anti-synergy together. You're not going to have a mosh pit go off and they get interrupted by something Blaze does. So I think that could be a solid choice here, although it does open you up then to having the Kael'thas on the other side against you with all that melee. But they have to take another tank. Maybe an Arthas possibly. Then they have the choice of which one goes against Mathael in that soul lane. There's the Arthas, and then they're going to take the Kel'Thuzad. So no, we're going to have KT, but not KT. It's going to be KTZ. So Kel'Thuzad coming out here. I'm curious to see how well it'll play out on here. Obviously, as far as controlling the shrine points goes, I feel like Kael'thas is a little bit more clear on the shrine with that flame strike, and also being able to spread his fire around to the enemy team if they clump too close. Actually, you could still take a Kael'thas here. This could still be Kael'thas. We could also look at a.
Oh, this is my jam!
It needs to be a support anyway. It's a Lucio. We forgot about their support. Or at least I forgot about the support. My bad. And they say I'm supposed to be a professional or something here. There's no professionals in this. Yeah, so we're actually going to have a Lucio. I think this is a solid option here. We'll see how they handle it here. And real quick, we're going to try to get one more out before the game starts. Yeah, we are. We did sneak it out there. All right, guys. We're going into game number 3. This should be an exciting one. I can't wait to see what happens here. Can't wait. I will wait to put you guys to the logo until we get like further through this loading screen, because last time we were just a little off on the timing, just a wee bit off. So, and guys, again, definitely donate over to
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
pressed it a little too early. Definitely donate over to Extra Life. That link is in the chat. Exclamation mark CGL. Cat Gary Llama. On the left hand side in the blue, guys, we're gonna have Game Freaks. On the right in the red, we're gonna have GimmeGutz AllStars. Both teams tied 1-1 game number 3 here. This will be an exciting one.
10 seconds.
We're gonna have the standard 5v5 mid here, it appears. Let's see how it plays out. They do have some nice poke with that Hanzo.
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Let it begin. Let's see, guys, what ends up happening here for this match. Hanzo Era going to go ahead and scout out the one bush here. Matthew actually making the very early rotation up to that top lane. And Medivh can be like, yeah, I'm going to spot you out here. Hey, there's one. There's another one. Yeah, they just chilling here. KCZ kind of hiding up in the top. Interesting choice. Matthew not showing either. And there we go. We're going to see the start of the engage here between the teams. We should see the traditional 1-4 most likely, where teams have one solo lane up top and the 4-man rotates between middle and bot. Quick look at talents here for you guys. And Lucio really helps this. A little off on the rotation, but they will be able to have the soak there not missed by Medivh. And nothing out of the ordinary talent-wise, although Matthew still hasn't chosen his level 1, which is odd to me. This is getting a little deep there. Need to be careful. Looks like he's going to just try to disrupt this rotation as much as possible. You see Arthas try to start the camp there. Getting spotted out by the Hanzo. And the nice thing is Hanzo, once he does hit 4, if he tails into it, can take these camps. Garro's going to take a little bit of damage. No one to chain it to, though. Gonna portal through. Root by Malfurion is good, though. I thought I should have rotated down mid in case there was a fight. Gonna rotate back up. As far as that lane goes, it looks like it's about even. Mathiel slowly losing out. Blaze is actually gonna miss on that charge there. Give Mathiel a chance to heal back up off of him. Bottom lane, we're going to have Tychus actually caught out here by the Hanzo and Lucio. Lucio's going to body block as much as he can. Tychus, will he get away? No, he will not. That's going to be first blood over to the side of Game Freaks. 4 picked up. You're going to have Arthas working on this Khazra camp on the left here. Garrosh's going to spot this out. Get a nice toss on to KTZ, but not going to be able to connect on the stun. However, they will still get the kill. It's going to be another kill going down. And it looks like we're going to have the camp invade here for the side of Game Freaks. Meanwhile, Lucio Arthur's kind of just chilling here on the bottom. Nice poke damage on the Arthas there. Down about half health. Actually going to force... They're going to force the tap out of him? No, he's not going to tap. And Shrine is going to be in the middle here. Khazra actually working on this tower a little bit because they did get some vision of it. Downfall, though, it is a little harder to protect them. Hanzo's still chilling in the bottom lane. Oh, Arthas so low there. Fox almost able to get a kill. Well, he's going to rotate down. Can he get the stun on Hanzo is the question. Looks like he may not go for it quite yet. Meanwhile, in the middle, we're going to have the 4v2 here. Fox needs to take some damage. We'll get out okay. Titan was top, trying to soak just for a little bit. Seven's not here for either team, although there's a little bit of an XP lead for the side of Game Freaks. And they are up about 20 monsters on the shrine to 4. Hanzo with the nice spot out there. Actually going to land right in the best area. Blaze is going to come and get tossed back out by Garrosh, though. Not going to get a lot of value. Move from Malfurion going to go down just to try to zone the team away. 30-9 so far on those shrine minions. The question is can they pick up enough there? Big Wiz going to have the chain on him. Will not connect. Lucy going to take some damage, though, from the KTZ. And there's the punish picked up. A beautiful root from Malfurion. Gonna see the self-cleanse there from the side of Garrosh, able to get out. Lucio protected by Medivh, able to save him from dying there. And that's the kind of plays we want to see out of the Medivh. Saving his teammates, holding it to the right time. Love it. Punisher jump over the wall. Should get brought down pretty quickly here, but they should be able to get at least a tower or two. They're going to get the 2 towers and the whole front wall. I think that's solid here. Now, Mathael already back up in the top. Soaking bottom lane. We see Fox rotate down already. Just try to start cleaning up these minions. We're going to see the quick rotation here on to the Khazar camp by the side of Game Freaks. Quick look at talents here for you guys while we have a moment. Hanzo not going in to that scatter arrow talent at 4 for the extra damage. Actually going with the Q talent at 1. The fort did get down to just under half health here in the middle lane. And until we get a gank or something, which we may see here on Big Wiz, Root is going to connect, but Mathael should be able to jump to the other side. The question is, can he get out fast enough? I don't think he can. The Arthas slow is just too much. And Arthas is going to get the kill with the help of Tychus onto that Mathael. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're going to see the invade here on the camp, but it was already taken. Hanzo actually going to get rooted, stunned, change the wall. Going to jump over and then knock back from Lucio onto KTZ. Going to make sure that he gets out alive there. And about a level lead over for the side of Game Freaks. They should hit 10 first here. Let's see if they use it, or at least how they use it. If they use it, how they use it. They will have that small window of an advantage. Blaze with the stun on to Fox here. Gonna take a lot of poke damage though as punishment. Nice root from Malfurion. Gonna be able to keep his teammate alive there. Chain gonna go down, but they will be able to get out of it without taking damage. We're gonna see the kill on the Arthas in the middle lane, guys, by Medivh and Mathael. Sorry we missed that one. And that's going to be 10 picked up here for the side of Game Freaks. They're actually going to go ahead and steal the Khazar camp away here. Quick look at talents. It looks like they do have the Warlord's Challenge at 10 for Garrosh here. Fairly standard overall. Mathael actually going to go with the Last Rites. Not going to go with the other ult to get the AoE damage, which I prefer here just because you're fighting over the shrines all the time. But does keep you a little bit safer overall. And we're going to see Leyline this time out of the Medivh, not the Polybomb. They should be able to pair that well with the Hanzo arrow, though. They didn't really get too much of an advantage off the 10. They did get the camp stolen. We're going to see Lucio and Mathael work on this camp up top. And we're going to see a possible gank attempt here on Blaze at the bottom. The question is can they bait this out? It looks like Blaze is actually going to play safe back up here. And yeah, just walk away while it's safe. You see the camp on the right taken as well here for the side of GimmeGutz. So trade on the camps here on each side. Each team is going to take their respective camp. But the problem is there's no wall here for the side of GimmeGutz. So if Game Freaks gets this Punisher, while it is a mortar, so not the strongest Punisher of them all, you know, it will do some decent damage. There's a nice toss and stun up combo onto the Tychus. We're going to see the root combo from the KTZ. Beautiful Leyline going to connect with 3. Blaze drops the bunker there. Twilight Dream going to come out, connect with 2. And we're going to see Mathael actually fall early in this fight here. Chain not going to connect. Tychus in the Odin going to be able to do a lot of damage on that backline. And that's going to be a 1-for-0 trade so far. And they're going to start picking up these Shrine minions while the Khazar camp gets cleaned up by the side of Game Freaks. Hanzo's going to do his best to try to poke in and steal what he can. Stolen a few so far. Nice use of that arrow for vision. He's doing their best as the forward poke. If they can stall this out until we get the Mathael back, this could be good. We're going to see Garrosh go and get the stun combo, and that's going to be a kill on KTZ. They're going to go in now hard on the Blaze. Going to force out the bunker here. Taunt going to go down. 3 in the bunker. Toss back onto the Tychus. He will fall as well. It's going to be a 2-for-0 trade now. Blaze going to charge back in. Not really going to be able to do much. So a beautiful 5-man root there from the Malfurion, but Blaze will fall. They need to start working on these Shrine minions, though. They have to get caught up before these 2 spawn. They have a very limited window here. Fox is pretty low on his mana, but health bars are pretty good overall. Lucio should be able to get them back up just naturally with his nice, slow, consistent healing. And they do have their 13s. Garrosh is taking poke from that tower, which I don't approve. There's no ammo anymore. I don't know if he missed that or not. There's a spike from KTZ, not going to connect. And this will be another Punisher going over to the side of Game Freaks. John Cena is here, and there is no wall to protect GimmeGutz. So they need to bait this thing to the backside or back up all the way and give the fort, one of the two. With the 13 being here for Game Freaks, they really, really need to get this baited over the wall bottom. There's going to be a nice root, but the protection going to come out on himself. And Medivh gets out of that with no damage whatsoever. Big Wiz making the rotation in now. Down from the bottom. Can they do more with the wall? Is still up, so I don't think they're able to do much. There's the Odin from Tychus. Gonna pop it, try to push the enemy team off. The sidewall may go down here. Root from Malfurion gonna land on the 1. And the Punisher will fall. They do get the gate, but not much more, but that's okay. They got decent value there overall, and they will all get out in one piece. And they still have that 13 advantage. Looks like they're gonna rotate to the middle here. And look at maybe trying to push down this fort with that advantage. We're going to see Arthas up in the top lane. Vision is going to be shown because of the Medivh in that bird form. Going to work on the camp here. A nice little bush party here by Garrosh. Waiting for any possible bad rotation up in there for an easy toss. They will not get it, but they will get the camp. Pushing now by the 4-man into this bottom lane. 13 finally picked up for the side of GimmeGutz. A little bit of lull here. Mathael did rotate top, so this is going to be a 4v5, and they know it. They're going to be able to get the camp here. Medivh should be able to get the portal down. Nice ley line onto 3 to try to peel for his team. There's Lucio with the break it down, trying to get the disengage here, and they will walk away from that. That is 2 big ults and cooldowns traded for nothing there. Basically, they got a camp which got cleaned up immediately, but nobody died. That's the important thing. And with this next shrine coming up shortly, this is a good thing. Mathael did get that top lane pushed all the way up. You see the Cosmo camp cleaned up here, but they did get most of this fort pushed down. What was left of the HP, so now down to about a quarter health or so, a little less. We're going to see the Cosmo picked up here. We're going to see the Shaman camp picked up here, actually by both sides. Big Wiz working on the one on the left. On the right, we're going to see the 5-man actually come up to work on this one. We'll get it to bring it down a little bit quicker. We do have a 16 here, so another talent advantage for the side of Game Freaks. And this fort is so low. If they don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Especially if they get the Punisher, they'll definitely get it. But it's not the end of the world if they don't get it as is. Mathael actually gave up on the camp. Oh, he didn't cap it. He finished it, but didn't cap it. They're trying to hold it till the shrine pops. There's the shrine. Mathael is up top cleaning up that lane. And this is a great job by Game Freaks, just trying to keep the pressure here in the middle. They know Tychus is bottom. Mathael is showing top, so they know it's a 4v4 here. Good root by Malfurion just to protect from anybody possibly popping in. see the charge in there from Blaze. Not going to connect with anyone. Now, bottom lane is pushed up pretty heavy. Matteo was able to clean up that top, and now he's going to go ahead and cap that camp that he took earlier. Protection come out. Fox is going to make it out A-okay. Does pop the arrow, though. Only connects with the Arthas, so not a lot of value there from that all. I don't know if that was a misclick or on purpose just to make sure he got out. Not sure. Garrosh doing a great job controlling this bush here. Medivh going to get vision for this side of the shrine, and they also have the Hanzo arrow if they want. Blaze going to try to steal some, not able to, unfortunately. Only gets one off of that steal. Garrosh gets a toss on the Arthas into that bush. And Tychus and Malfurion are forced to clean up this Shaman camp top. They can't let it stay for free. There goes the Leyline onto two. Here will be the engage. Garros is in position to get a flip. Gets the taunt down. They get the kill on the KTZ. Bunker comes out. Toss not going to be able to do anything. They're going to break down the bunker in no time flat. Fork going to fall here. Looks like KTZ disconnected for a second possibly. But they do get the counter engage and blow up on the Medivh there. Odin is going to get popped here. Lucio did break it down. Get shielding to his team who are going to try to get out of this alive. Oh, KTZ had... Does he have the insta comeback? That was a really short death timer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So I know he did die. There's the spike going to connect. Get the hit onto the Matheo, but the cleanse not there fast enough with that self-cleanse, and KTZ will get another kill. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade as far as the Blaze and Matheo go. One more minion or monster he needed to be picked up here. Twilight Dream, I believe, went off there, but not able to actually stop them from anything except for slowing down that kill, and they do get the kill onto a Malfurion. 18's here. Punisher is going to be pushed down the middle. It is a frozen Punisher, not the strongest as far as damage all around, but one of the best ones to push with because it does have that nice zoning from the roots that will freeze up enemies and just get them stuck. Top keep has some damage on it. I believe the wave just pushed up really far there. There's the portal over the wall. You see the instant protection onto the 4. Breakdown did get canceled there, but the wall goes down. Good job on KTC trying to capitalize on that, forcing out that protection from Medivh. John Cena jumps in onto the Arthas there, trying to chase him down, and will get the kill. The Punisher has fallen. Blaze is going to pop down the bunker. They want this fort, but they need to back out. Break it down out just in time to try to save Garrosh. Your layer line as well to make sure that there's no chase from the DPS, and they will actually make it out of this okay potentially. They really want this keep here. They don't have their 20s type quite yet. There's the protection. Arrow comes out from the Hanzo, going to connect on 3. No follow-up there. There's the Odin pop, and they need to back out of this now while they can. Yep, and they're going to make it out of this in one whole piece. As a 5-man, great job by Game Freaks here. They're going to now start rotating to the camps. Talent tiers are even, although the levels are just a little different. You can see the Cosmer picked up on the right side of the map here too. They do not want to give this over for free again. It's been stolen like 3 times now, I believe. Bottom, we're going to see the 4-man rotation. Hanzo did have to back. So they're going to have to back off this. They can't go in on this. It's not worth the risk having that 4v5. Much safer just to back off, clean it up later. The Punisher is going to spawn on this bottom one, so some damage can get put down in this at least the middle wall section taken down by the side of GimmeGutz. They have a chance to capitalize off of a Punisher. Hanzo up in the middle needs to be careful. He is going to have the vision from his arrow there. Matheo up top as well needs to be careful. They could be making a rotation up to him. He will need to play safe. There is the 20 picked up. And quick look at talents here for you guys while we have this 20. 17 also, or 16 talents starting to come in still. Malfurion hasn't chosen his level 16 talent, which is interesting. Arthas is going to spot this out, get a nice route on 2. But Medivh is there in the air. Leyline going to go, although counter synergy with the arrow. There goes the bunker, unstoppable, break it down, tons of stuff going out. They do seal the Shaman camp away, but will they make it out of the fight alive is the question. Last Right's going to go down, get the kill on the Blaze, and that's going to be a 1-for-0 trade. They do have their 20, so they can push in with this if they want. Now that one is down, looks like they're going to push in with this Shaman camp here and try to take down this keep and get some catapults moving in this top lane. Portal from Medivh. Mathael just able to make it out with about 400 HP. Shrine is going to be up in 20 seconds. Blaze will be up by then. There's going to be the break it down. Does miss Mathael, but he'll just play back a little bit. This is going to be a keep falling. And then we will see the rotation down to this shrine, I imagine. They may go with the hard rotation over to the Shaman camp, but it would make them late for this shrine. So I'd really like to see them go right for the objective here and just go ahead and get this work down, get some numbers going, and try to get an advantage here as much as they can. Looks like teams are going to tap the well. Lucio and Mathael are actually going to go ahead and work on getting this top Shaman camp. And in reality, GimmeGutz has to be careful. They do not have their 20s. They don't know that the whole team's not there. They don't know that anybody's there except for Hanzo because they see the arrow, and they know Medivh because he's flying over their head. But they don't know that Mathael's missing. Mathael's taking the camp. And why would you expect them to be on the camp? Let's be honest. But now they know somebody was there. Unfortunately, Tychus rotated all the way up to the top lane, so they can't come in and engage with a quick 4v5 because of that. Blaze in the middle lane trying to soak. They're desperately trying to get 20 before this Punisher pops. They do have the fort up still, which should give them some time to poke this down. I'd really like to see them hold this to just one minion, but they're actually going to go ahead and cap it. I think they should have held this at one minion and pushed that advantage in the bottom lane here and try to get some more damage down on this fort, knowing that Blaze and Tychus are both top. This Punisher could be the end of the game potentially. And here we go. Tychus making the hearth back. John Cena over the wall. No portal there, so he will be safe for this jump. Wall is down. Tower falls next. There comes the Odin to help defend here. Jump from John Cena onto the Odin. Not going to get a ton of value there. There goes the arrow coming out from the Hanzo. Break it down from Lucio to get the shields on the team. Tonk going to come out onto the Arthas here. They're trying to get him killed. They are able to confirm that kill. Blaze is going to go in and try to get a stun there, but this keep is taking a lot of damage and will fall here. So they traded a keep for a kill or a death. I think that's fair enough. We should see the escape here from the side of Game Freaks, and it looks like they may just rotate to this camp and take it away. $20 is still not here for the side of GimmeGutz. They're trying to soak desperately, trying to get these lanes pushed back up to have catapults in them. And meanwhile, the map is going to get painted blue by Game Freaks.
Red team's core is under attack.
Alright guys, we should see a potential engage here. They do have the 20v20. The question is does GimmeGutz want to wait until they have the fight on the shrine, or do they want to fight over this middle keep that is going to be pushed up here by the side of Game Freaks? Khazra Camp is moving in here. Khazra Camp is also pushing the bottom lane with catapults. Top is being pushed by catapults. There's pressure everywhere. They're going to be forced to split focus, and this should be able to confirm the keep for the side of Game Freaks. Combo gonna make it go. It's gonna land, but not gonna be able to get the kill. The break it down was popped by Lucio with that shielding. Garrosh just gonna toss the enemy away, and they should be able to walk out of this no problem. They did trade Lucio's ult though, which may not be back off of cooldown by the time they have this next shrine fight. It should be, but there's a chance it might not be. They're trying to poke this down desperately. It just has a tiny bit of HP left on it. But they can just stay here. Just stay here, poking them. Odin was forced out, which is a huge cooldown. And that's defense. They're going to need that. Hanzo's doing his best to poke him with the arrows. There you go. They get the keep. And that's going to be all 3 keeps down for the side of GimmeGutz. They still have a chance. If they can win this fight, they're on even talent tiers. Levels are a little differently, but they're on even talent tiers. If they can win the fight, if they can get 3 or 4 kills, they get the shrine. While one person gets the shrine, they push through the fort in the top and start pushing on that keep wall. They may be able to go straight to core, but they have to get 3 kills. 2 or 3 at least. 2 for sure to even have to try it, but 3 is probably what they really need. They're going to go ahead and clean up this lane. Blaze is going to go ahead and work on the bottom lane, trying to get these catapults pushed back up here to try to buy them some time. They are pushing in all 3 lanes. Shrine is already being worked on by the side of Game Freaks here. And GimmeGutz needs to make this rotation now here. They cannot wait around any longer. They have to make the rotation and they have to get some kills. Even if they lose the Punisher but they can get kills, they'll be okay. They have to get some kills. Odin's going to pop here quite early in the fight. And we're just going to see the disengage from the side of Game Freaks. Mathiel's on the Shaman camp. They're like, you know what? We just back off here. No big deal. We don't have to die. Medivh's going to scout out here along with the Hanzo arrow. They are up. They only need about 8 more. Should be no problem for that Hanzo to pick up. And there's catapults now on the core. So what's going to have to happen now is somebody has to hearth from the side of GimmeGutz. They do get the kill on the Hanzo. Lucio just a little late on that break it down. And there's going to be a nice ult stun onto the 3-man there, but just not going to be enough to keep him alive. Core is starting to take damage from the catapults though. Tychus did have the hearts. This makes this a 4v4. Mathiel now joining in on the fight here. Going to come in on the back line on the Malfurion, starting to do some damage. Ice Block could come out. We're going to see the chain connect here. And actually Punisher is going to go over to the side of GimmeGutz. They did confirm the Punisher, but their core took about 30% damage. There's the break it down from Lucio again. They're going to get the double kill on the KTZ and on the Malfurion. KTZ going to use his talent to come back from the dead immediately because his team needs the help. Blaze trying to escape here, desperately running away. They do get the kill though on the Arthas. They're gonna get the counter kill on the Lucio though. And I don't think Blaze makes it out of this. Blaze does not. They cannot let him leave this. They cannot let him leave. They have to keep him from hearthing. This is a free kill. Punisher taking some damage. I guess they're just going to let Hanzo clean it up. I don't know if they're going core. What are they doing here? Yeah, looks like they're going to try to go for core. Hanzo's making their rotation. Odin's going to get popped. There is catapults and a shaman camp in the top lane. We have another catapult coming in. Their ley line does connect with 2 just to stall out some. Talk going to go down. Hanzo are going to come out, but that's not going to matter. That's going to be GG. Game going over to Game Freaks. Coming home with the 2-0 in this series. Congratulations to them. Game Freaks taking it home. Quick look at talents, guys. Oh, we're going to see some Hanzo damage. 86,000 hero damage. Talents stats for you guys in case anyone is curious. Alright guys, that is it for tonight. That is the 3-game series. Congratulations again to Game Freaks, taking 2 wins to 1 versus GimmeGutz AllStars. GimmeGutz put up a great fight. Really enjoyed those games. If you guys missed some of them, go back and watch it. We are here to support Extra Life. If you guys look in chat, you're going to see, or if you don't see, type exclamation CGL, and you guys will see a pop-up for a link. I'm going to put it through right now, but you guys are on a 2-minute delay. But yeah, you're going to want to go there, donate to Extra Life. It's a great organization. This is all about them. Charity Gaming League, you guys can look them up or message me or Isaiah. Either one, he is a mod on here. Hit up either one of us. We'll be happy to get you in contact with their Discord if you guys are curious about playing. Unfortunately, the Heroes League is closed. I know they have a Dragon Ball Z Fighter League. I don't work in that one because I'm not familiar with the game. I don't know if there's still spots open in that or not. There's also a Hearthstone League they're getting ready to start. So if you guys play Hearthstone, are interested in it, definitely jump over there. It's a great group of people running it, and I've really enjoyed working with them. I've worked with them in the past on different things. So great group of people. Guys, I appreciate having you all here. Quick shout outs for all the follows, and I think there was some bits dropped, so thank you guys for everything. If you guys enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate it if you went up above, hit that follow button. It would mean a lot to me. If you guys really enjoyed it, you hit that subscribe button. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. So subscribe for free and then spend the $5 you would have spent on the subscription, and you donate it to Extra Life. Boom, you get the best of both worlds. You get the subscription, and you also get to put some money towards a great organization and a great cause. So guys, go ahead and do that if you're interested. I am on every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. You guys can check out my Twitter down below. You guys will see when games are coming up. I cast every Tuesday and Thursday. We have Charity Gaming League I work with. I also work with Nexus Gaming Series. So great games on both ends. If you guys want to check the VODs, I had a really awesome game last Tuesday. It was the second game I did. It is the Heroic Division, and J-How actually joined me for the second game. So if you guys like some pro casting, J-How joined me for that game. It really was a great experience to have him with me. So you guys can check it out and hear his beautiful voice on stream, casting some amateur leagues, which is really cool. Guys, I appreciate having you all here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we'll put a little music on. I'll go just to the end of show screen. I will run through the follows, the donations, tips, whatever comes through on my system here. I do appreciate everything, guys. So thank you for joining me. And again, please donate to Extra Life. It's a great organization. They do some great stuff. Would really appreciate having you guys donate to them. And yeah, guys, I think that is it. I just have to find my other button because I lost it apparently. Not that one. Not that one. It's not that one. Where'd my button go? Somebody took my button, guys. There we go. I got it. All right. That's better. All right, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out. I'll run through all that stuff for you guys just so you get your shout out on screen. And yeah, thank you for hanging. I appreciate it. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight, and we'll fly. Oh, we'll fly. Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories, lost in time, erasing all these broken dreams tonight.